One night of sleep can predict whether you will get Parkinson's, dementia, or a heart attack years before any symptoms show up. Yes, your body turns a diagnostic on itself every single night, and we have been ignoring it for decades now. Recently, researchers at Stanford have come up with Sleep FM, which is a multimodal sleep foundation model for disease prediction. Sleep disorders affect millions of people and are recognized as indicators and contributors to various health conditions. Yet, we have always treated sleep studies with the assumption that only two things could go wrong: either you were snoring while sleeping or you cannot sleep at all. But Stanford asked a completely different question. What if everything happening in your body at night can be used to map any medical conditions that are yet to come? When we are awake, our bodies are constantly responding to stimuli. We are eating, moving, and responding to the world around us. But when we sleep, our brain, heart, muscles, and our breathing all settle into a long, stable routine for hours. And that makes sleep an unusually clean window into how our body is actually functioning underneath. So the research team treated that window as a full physiological dataset. They trained Sleep FM on over 585,000 hours of polysomnography or PSG data from 65,000 people. PSG is the gold standard for sleep analysis, with sensors tracking brain activity through EEG, heart rhythm through ECG, breathing, airflow, muscle movement, and eye movement all running simultaneously through the night. The model splits all of that into 5-second chunks and treats them the way a language model treats words. But the problem is that brain waves and heart waves look completely different. So the researchers use something called leave one out contrastive learning, where they hide one signal like the EEG and force the model to reconstruct it from the remaining signals like the ECG, breathing, etc. That teaches the model that if the brain is doing this, the heart usually does that, and when those patterns don't match, the mismatch itself becomes a warning sign. From a single night of sleep, the model can predict 130 medical conditions years before symptoms appear, including Parkinson's, dementia, breast cancer, prostate cancer, heart attacks, and stroke. The honest trade off is that this is trained on clinical lab data, not on your smartwatch or health app. The team is exploring wearables as a next step, but that would need a careful validation to avoid false alarms. So, this is a significant research result and not a finished medical product yet. But the idea that one night of sleep could tell you what your body is quietly building toward years before a doctor can is worth sitting with.